everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Tariq Elite Radio Show, and I'm your gracious host. My name is Mr. Tariq Elite. We're broadcasting live from right out here in Los Angeles, California. Glad to have everybody tuning into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to chop up some real good game on today's show. The phone number to call in is 818-850-5404. And we're going to get real deep with some game on today's show. Today's show is brought to you by TariqElite.com. That's where you can get your fashion game on point, get your gear up, get your clothes popping. That's at TariqElite.com. And don't forget to check out HiddenColorsFilm.com. That's where you can get the best-selling documentary films, Hidden Colors 1 and 2. As a matter of fact, they are the most popular Black History documentaries ever. So you can get that at HiddenColorsFilm.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's topic, I'm going to talk about mistresses, side pieces, jump-offs, and hoes. So the game is going to be real deep on today's show. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages. The Roadside 911. The Roadside 911 Company not only offers top-of-the-line roadside assistance such as car towing, gas delivery, and unlocking your door and jump-starting your vehicle, they also offer hospital coverage in case you happen to be in an accident. They also offer bail bond coverage if you happen to get caught up in a DUI. And they offer benefits as low as $20 a month. You can't beat that, ladies and gentlemen. Go to theroadside911.com. Again, that's theroadside911.com. Guys, do you know that your testosterone production drops by 2% when you hit the age of 30, and by 40 it takes an even sharper decline? Elite Alchemy has you covered with their Extreme Test dietary supplement, and it's known to break up bound-up testosterone and allowing it to flow freely. Extreme Test dietary supplement is also packed with vitamins and minerals believed to stimulate testosterone production and offer a heightened effect, increasing male enhancement. You get all of these benefits and much, much more for the low price of $38.95. Check out Elite Alchemy's complete line of products. Go to EliteAlchemy.com.
You're now tuning into the King of Game, Tariq Elite, on Tariq Elite Radio.
What's up, family? We are back right here on Tariq Elite Radio. Now, shout out to everybody from the Mack Lessons Radio show subscribe list. Now, there was a glitch going on with my old site, Mack Lessons Radio, and we finally figured out what the glitch was, because the same glitch happened on the Tariq Elite Radio show that was going on with iTunes. There was a glitch that didn't allow some of the shows to post up on iTunes, but we got the glitch fixed on Tariq Elite Radio, and we got the glitch fixed on MackLessonsRadio.com. So, a lot of people from MackLessonsRadio.com who are still subscribing to that, you're probably wondering where are all the old shows, where are all the new shows, because we haven't updated the Mack Lessons Radio show site. Everything is now on Tariq Radio. So what you do, if you're listening and you're still listening to the Mack Lessons Radio show on iTunes, go and subscribe to the Tariq Elite Radio show. That's where you can get all the new shows. So all the people who are still subscribed to the Mack Lessons Radio show and you're wondering where all the new shows are, go to iTunes and type in the Tariq Elite Radio show and subscribe there. And that's where you'll get all the brand new shows. So just wanted to let everybody know that. And also you can go directly to TariqRadio.com to get the shows. Let's see who we got on the phone right now. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This JD from North Carolina, man.
Yeah, how you doing, JD? What's on your mind, fam?
Man, look, I'm just like, man, what is it going to take for our people to, like, start practicing group economics or start doing something? Because, like, right now it's not the business, and we're heading towards extinction, Tariq. I don't know if you noticed, but,
I know.
like, higher crime rates, the prison industrial complex, they got something planned for us, and we're not fighting back. And I read Destruction of Black Civilization. Chancellor Williams, at one of his last chapters, said that for black people to change, we're going to need, like, a Messiah one, or we just going to have to get on the same page. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, the thing is, we have to get on the same page because, see, every time there's a Messiah, they're too easily infiltrated because black folks can be paid off very easily to infiltrate a Messiah. That's why whenever one of our Messiahs get killed or they get put in jail, and black folks don't really do nothing. We just let it happen. We let our leaders get thrown under the bus. For example, the guys who shot Malcolm X, those guys are walking around now. One of the guys was just paroled, like it's nothing. They were walking around the black community like it's nothing. They straight up killed Malcolm X. So we let shit like that go on, and we don't have any kind of code of conduct in the community no more. So there's a lot of shit we have to do, get together as a group, and that goes to the self-hating thing, because we don't value ourselves, because the dominant society don't value us. So we have to, this is why I do the history documentaries, so we can get back to valuing ourselves. So we're working on it, man, and I feel your frustration. But thanks for the call, fam. Yes, indeed. Let me get one more call, because I want to get right into the game. I want to get real deep. What's up? Who's calling?
What's going on? Is this Tariq?
This is Tariq. Who is this?
Oh, this is AJ, man.
What's up, AJ? Where
doing?
you calling from, AJ?
You know what, man? I'm actually calling you from Haiti right now, Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
just using my home phone.
All right, what's going on down there in Haiti?
Man, you know, it's cool down here, man. I know a lot of times the media likes to make Haiti look destitute or whatever, but it's a real cool vibe out here, man. Good people. It's just, everybody's recovering from the earthquake, but it's a good vibe out here, man.
Do they have, because I want to do some business with some, I heard they got some leather manufacturers down there in Haiti. Are you familiar with any of that?
If you go to the tourist spots, like a lot of those ships go, you'll probably find some there. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I got to go out.
Probably have to go to the.
Yeah, I got to go out there and holler, because I know some people down there talking about there's some leather shops down in Haiti, and they got raw material for leather and that. I would like to do business with some of those cats, so I got to go out there and politic. But what's on your mind tonight, man?
Well, actually, I'm having a little bit of a situation.
Go ahead.
I met with this girl, right? And you know, real cool, real cute chick. And I was like, hey, I'd like to get to know you. I cut straight to the text, say, hey, I'd like to get to know you. I'm giving you my number, and you can call me at 8:00 later tonight.
Right.
Right. So she calls me, and I was like, hey, let's get something popping. Let's make some plans. Let's go out, Saturday. And she tells me, oh, well, I have to check my schedule. I'll call you on Saturday. I'll call you sometime this week, and I'll let you know. I was like, that's cool. So 2 weeks went by, and she didn't call me. So I'm like, okay, I just try, I figured just charge the game. Right when I said that, she called me, and she's like, oh, I've been busy, blah, 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 this and that. So my question to you is, should I immediately go with my first instinct, or should I give her another chance? What do you think?
Now, you guys are down there in Haiti, right? She's down there in Haiti with you?
No, this was before I came to Haiti.
Oh, I was about to say.
Haiti just yesterday.
Okay, I was about to say, snatch out a piece of her hair and put a damn voodoo root on her ass. She'll stop fucking around then. You put a whammy bammy on her ass, she'll start cooperating. But so that the situation is here in the States. So basically, when the girls are flaking like that, generally she has a dude. There's a dude she's already messing with, and you're kind of the side dude. So she's stringing you along, seeing if your situation is going to be better than the situation she's in now. But let's be very clear. She's in a situation right now.
Right.
So now you just have to decide, is she worth waiting on it, or should you just say, hey, look, I know what's popping with you. When you get out of your situation, holler at me then. That's what I do. When girls start flaking and lollygagging around, going back and forth, I just let them know, look, I ain't about to be a part of no love triangle. Do what you do with old dude. Bring closure to whatever the situation you got going on. And when you do that, then holler at me. But I'm not dealing with your flakiness.
Well, to keep it 100, you do. I ain't no simp, so I'm gonna keep it pushing. I charge it to the game. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
If I tell her, call me at 8:00, and you don't call me, and you call me like a week later, and that just shows me you're not a good listener. So I'm just gonna move on and see what else is out there.
There you go, man. Hey, man, much respect. Thanks for the call. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now let's talk about today's topic. The topic of today's show, we're talking about mistresses, side pieces, jump offs, hoes. And I want to talk about this topic because of the recent situation with the basketball player Dwayne Wade and also the rapper Ludacris. And I touched on this a little bit last week. But the basketball player Dwayne Wade, who is in a relationship with the beautiful actress Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union has a new television show. What's the name of that show? I think it's on BET. And from what I understand, it's another one of those. Is it one of those shows where she's sleeping around with cats? And all those shows with black women in it, they always got the sisters banging everybody. They're mistresses and side pieces. Speaking of mistresses and side pieces, they got them acting overly promiscuous. Just like Scandal, she's whoring around with a married guy. I think they got Gabrielle Union. I'm not too sure, but what it looks like is that she's on some choosy Susie shit. Then they have that show on VH1, Single Ladies, with Lisa Ray, who's absolutely stunning, and the other actresses. Every week on that show, those women were just fucking everything that moved. I couldn't even keep up with that show, the last season of Single Ladies on VH1. There was so much dick going in and out of the screen, I didn't know what was happening. It was a dick tsunami. They had dick every week. It was a new dude. I mean, look, if you want to be show promiscuous women, that's fine. I'm not here to judge morality or whatever, but damn, let's get some character development going on. You can't get into what's going on if they got dudes popping in and out and every damn episode. These women juggling dicks like clowns at circuses. You dig? But I digress. But like I said, the situation with Dwayne Wade went out and got him a little side chick and got her knocked up a few months ago. And the chick had a baby. She has a baby, and now they about to hit him up with all types of child support. And media outlets, the press release that D. Wade and Gabrielle put out is that they had a brief breakup, and he was with the other girl doing their breakup, which is bullshit. That's the default answer, so it won't look like he's, a scandalous cheater. They were definitely together. And, he did what a lot of dudes in relationships do. Had him a little side chick. And now the side chick is blowing up his spot. Same thing with Ludacris. Ludacris, very lovely lady he's in a relationship with. He had him a little side chick. She got pregnant. Now he's anticipating the child support payments to pop off. So I just want to talk about the side pieces and the jump offs. And we need to understand these terms and understand the position that people need to play in these relationships, and guys need to understand what they need to do. I'm not talking about the main squeeze. I'm talking about, and this is directly for dudes who are in relationships and you just want a little something on the side. Again, I'm not the morality police here. I'm not the morality police. I'm not the moral judge. I just talk about how things are, and I talk about things and how to do things from a practical perspective. That's what I do. I talk about how to do things from a practical perspective. And we need to really be clear about these terms, because there is no respect for the game anymore. Back in the day, you can just spit some of that hot fire to a young lady. She understands your situation. She respects the situation. She respects the game. And y'all keep that thing pushing. But now the situation has been reconfigured. The game has changed. The game is rigged. The game is set up now for women to come at you through the back door and try to blow up your spot and also get a little something for themselves. So there's a lot of dirty hustling going on out here in the relationship game. You understand what I'm saying? So let's break down these terms. We're going to talk about the 4 types of side women. And again, I'm not the morality police. Some people might say, well, Tariq, you're promoting infidelity. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just telling you the terms, and I'm just telling you what the rules or the unwritten rules of these terms should be. Again, I talk about things from a practical standpoint. Because in one place of the world, having a number of women is perfectly normal. But when you get to another place, all of a sudden it's morally wrong. So again, it's all relative. It's definitely all relative. In Eastern countries, you can have a whole bunch of wives, a whole bunch of mistresses. It's perfectly fine. You get to the U.S. or whatever, it's illegal. Well, it's illegal to have multiple wives legally. So again, it's all relative. So I don't like to throw the morality card around. But the thing is, let's break down the 4 types of side women. The 4 types of women on the side. And what the real definition is. Now, the first type of female on the side, that's the mistress. Now, the mistress, that is the female that a guy will pretty much have more of an emotional connection to. There's more of an emotional connection to the mistress. The mistress is seen on a more consistent basis. And many times than not, it's more than just sex with the mistress. A lot of times dudes will go on dates with their mistresses. They will spend a lot of time with their mistresses. The mistress is almost like a wife-in-law. She's almost like a second wife to a certain degree. And the appealing thing about the mistress is that you get to do all the positive things in a relationship with her and don't have to worry about all the headaches, the negatives, the bills, and all that stuff. So that's very appealing about having a mistress. You kind of get to relax, and that's fun time with your mistress. This is why a lot of times when mistress relationships try to elevate, when you try to take somebody out of a mistress position and put them in the wife position, it doesn't work, because all of a sudden you see the negative side of relationships. All relationships have up and downs and positives and negatives, but a lot of times when we deal with the mistress, when a guy deals with the mistress, you only see the positive, and you don't understand if you get into a relationship with that person, it ain't gonna be fun and games every time you're with them. Sometimes those bills are gonna pile up. Sometimes you're not gonna be feeling well, and you got to deal with that person. Sometimes they're gonna get on your nerves, so the mistress is gonna irritate you just like the wife is gonna irritate you every now and then. But the thing is, with the mistress, a lot of dudes have a lot of fun being around the mistress. And also, another thing that's very important is that the mistress is generally exclusive to the guy. Even though the guy is married, or even though the guy's in a relationship, his mistress is exclusive to him. And that's the most appealing thing about the mistress. So that's why the mistress is a little more special in the eyes of the guy. Now, a lot of women on the side will like to believe that they're mistresses because that's more acceptable than to just be perceived as a chick he's bucking. So a lot of women desire, if they are a side chick, they desire to be that mistress. And there are some mistresses who want to be wifey, and there are some mistresses who are content with the situation. Now that brings us to the second woman. That's the side piece. Now, there's a difference between a mistress and a side piece. Now, side piece, that's a female that a guy is generally cool with. She understands your situation. She understands you're married. She understands that you're in a relationship. And you hook up with her every now and then for sex. Now, the side piece can be one of your ex-girlfriends. It could be a female that you dealt with in the past. It can be one of your exes or whatever, but your side piece understands the situation. She respects the game for the most part openly. I'm talking about openly. Who knows what's going on in the back of her mind, but openly, they're supposed to respect the game. They're supposed to respect the situation. Y'all have a cool little understanding. Y'all, it's like buddies, almost. She's a cool associate. She's like a friend with benefits. Nothing too special. You might go on a date with a side piece every blue moon. It's not a regular thing. Every blue moon, you might say, hey, look, since I'm over here, let's go see the new Batman movie or something. You know what I'm saying? The side piece is almost like one of the homies, but it's a female, and she's a friend with benefits. She's cool like that. And there's not that much of an emotional attachment. And also, she's not exclusive to you, because she may or may not have a dude. She might be dating other dudes, and you're not really tripping on that. Because, again, it's generally a sexual situation, and you get with her every blue moon. It's not a regular thing. So the side piece is not a bad thing. The side pieces, they're kind of cool. Now that brings us to number 3. Number 3, that's the jump off. Now, the jump off, that's somebody you meet at a club or at a bar. You might meet them on the internet. And the jump off is basically somebody you have a cool little one-night stand with. It's something that's spontaneous. You know, that's something that's in the moment. You know, that's why they call it jump off. Now, understand this. A jump off can be elevated to a side piece. A jump off can definitely be elevated to a side piece. Because the thing is, the whole term jump off, it's a very dismissive term. When you think about it, the term jump off, you say, hey, look, I got with it, but that wasn't but a jump off. So calling a person a jump off is very dismissive. So usually that implies it was a one-time thing or a very rare thing. It implies that it was some kind of hit it and quit it situation. So that's what a jump off is. And then that brings us to the last one. That's the hoe. Now, I say the term hoe very respectfully because I'm not using it as an epithet. The term hoe, I'm using it in a very respectful term, and they're self-proclaimed hoes. As a matter of fact, on my Ustream show a few weeks ago, a hoe called up, wanted advice. She's like, hey, Tariq, I'm a hoe. I sell my ass, and I just want some advice on possibly getting out the game. So we chopped it up for a little bit, and there was respect there. So I'm not using the term hoe as an epithet. When we say hoe, we're talking about a female who has a set price, and you pay that set price to have sex with her. So you don't have to worry about nobody blowing up your spot. You don't have to worry about nobody coming back saying that you made promises to them. It's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, here's the money. Fair exchange, no harm, no foul. Everybody got what they wanted in the game. And the thing is, it's not too much of a negative thing because I respect it because it's up front. As long as it's a front door hoe. That's a front door hoe. They let you know they're hoeing when they walk in the front door. Hey, I'm coming in hoeing. The problem is we got a lot of mistresses, side pieces, and jump offs that are backdoor hoeing. And that's the problem. It's too much backdoor hoeing going on. They act like they're respecting the rules of being a mistress. They're respecting the rules of being a jump off or side piece. But when the relationship is over, or even during the relationship, all of a sudden they want to pull hoe moves and try to get something up out of you, especially if you're a person of some kind of stature. And this is who this really applies to. And this is why I would recommend certain dudes, if you're in relationships or you're in certain situations and you're just trying to get a side piece, I would recommend you just get a straight up hoe. In this time, because look, I've been anti-tricking for a long time. But like I said in many of my shows, the game morphs and the game is reconfigured. And now the game has morphed to the point now that there's a platform for backdoor hoes to come get at you. So you can be spitting fair game, but you got all these people dirty hustling coming up off you and you still trying to spit fair game. Well, no, you got to switch it up a little bit if you have things to lose. Now single dudes, keep your money in your pocket, keep your mouthpiece strong. But you're a dude, and if you got something to lose and people can potentially blow up your spot, you need to go ahead and get some leverage going on in the front door. So it would be more practical, and I would recommend dudes, if all you want, if you're married or you're a person of stature, you're in a situation and all you want is some physical gratification, find you a cool front door hoe, give her a couple of dollars, keep that thing pushing. Because a lot of brothers right now are getting the short end of the stick, and they are not respecting the game. And you can say, hey, look, I didn't make these women no promises. I didn't tell her this. But now you got women, you have sex with them, they'll get knocked up, and you got to break bread for 18 fucking years. I mean, you got to break big bread. So you got these people pretending to be mistresses and side pieces, and they got hoeing on their brain. You dig? So with the Dwayne Wades, they should have slid them chicks a couple of $100 right then and there. Found a chick they can slide a couple of dollars to instead of getting 20 and 30,000 garnished every month out of your check. That's not the business. They're breaking, brother, especially black celebrities. They love doing that. It's time to go ahead and put that trick card on the table in certain situations. Certain situations, it's practical to do that. Certain situations, it's more practical to do that. Now, not if you're a single dude. If you're a single dude out here in the game and you got to keep your mouthpiece crisp. But right now, man, you got to really change the game up and create a certain level of leverage so nobody will come in the back door and try to bite you in the ass. So now a lot of these celebs, what you do instead of dealing with a lot of these backdoor hoe mistresses, get your little front door hoe and say, hey, look, the sex was cool. Here's a couple of $100. Don't let me see you on Basketball Wives with my name in your mouth. You feel me? Look, here's a few dollars. Here's $200-300. Don't let me see you on Love and Hip Hop talking about you thought we were in love. You got you some money, keep it pushing. Because now, again, the game is set up now that women, all they have to do is sleep with a rapper or an athlete. You get on a damn TV show. You sleep with a rapper, an athlete, or a brother of stature, you get on TMZ, you get a book deal. You be doing interviews on Hot 97 talking about your business and, oh, I thought me and Dwayne Wade had a romance. You be like, hey, no. We didn't have a romance. We had a hoe-mance because I gave your ass some hoe money. I gave you some money for some hoeing. Let's keep it pushing. Let's not blow up my spot. Because, man, the game is real raggedy right now. So guys got to cover their tracks. You got to cover your tracks. And also, a lot of times when you're a person of stature, and even if you do trick off a little bit of your money, you do have some hoes out here who will try to blow up your spot still. I've seen several stories on the internet of like a stripper or somebody saying that some rapper or athlete gave him $5,000 or $10,000 and they're bragging about it. Like, hey, look at me, I'm on Instagram. Such and such basketball player gave me $10,000 to spend the weekend with him. Now we'll look and be like, damn, nigga, that's a lot of money. And don't ever trick off that much money. I'm talking about twos and fews. Get their ass the bare minimum if you're gonna do it. But there are some people who will still try to blow up your spot, but the good thing about that is that those stories never have any legs. They circulate around Twitter and Instagram, but that don't reflect too badly on the athlete because you're like, okay, he just wanted him a little side piece, and now this unruly hoe is trying to get her some shine, so you look negatively at the female. So that's why in these hoeing situations, when you have a front door hoe who's trying to get some backdoor fame off her tricking and hoeing, people look down on them. They don't take them as seriously. They don't get too far. And they don't get on the TV shows either. Because if the TV shows like the Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop, if they just start letting straight up front door hoes get on the show, that's just going to ruin the facade of the show. You at least pretend you ain't a hoe. But if you're like, hey, I'm sucking rappers' dicks for money, and then you get on TV, that's going to make the network look bad. They just putting prostitutes on the show. You understand what I'm saying? So that will at least cover your tracks a little bit so motherfuckers ain't blowing up your spot too bad. If they blow up your spot, they're blowing up their spot. You know what I'm saying? And that makes the game more practical. But we got to understand the difference between the mistresses, the side pieces, the jump-offs, and the hoes. And if you can find a mistress who respects the game, rock with that. You can find a side piece who respects the game, rock with that. If you can find a jump-off who respect the game, rock with that, but you got to be very careful with these people. You still got to be very careful because, again, there's a lot of platforms in place to help these people blow up in the game and ride your coattail to blow up in the game. So you got to be very careful and you got to be practical, fam. You got to be practical. Anyway, y'all, that's been today's episode of the Tariq Elite Radio Show. Don't forget, family, go to TariqElite.com to get all the fresh fly gear. Step your game up. I got some new dress shirts coming in a few weeks on TariqElite.com. And don't forget to subscribe at TariqRadio.com. Don't forget, everybody needs to get Hidden Colors 1 and 2. We're working on Hidden Colors 3 as we speak. We're working hard on it. The release date we're looking at around May or June. So we'll keep you posted on that. Everything is looking real fly. Follow me on Instagram at Tariq Elite. Follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. Also, we have a Facebook page that we just chop up nothing but game on. The Facebook page is called Players Retreat. Nothing but game on that page. Go like that page on Facebook. It's called the Players Retreat, and all we do is chop up game on that, so go like that page right now. I will holler at you guys Sunday on Ustream. Peace. Ustream, peace. Ustream, peace. Ustream, peace.